Hi, this is Mayor Dennis Donahue, and I've had a lot of fun getting to know some of the small businesses throughout the city. And just recently, I met my guest Natalie here today, and so thought it would be kind of fun to go on site to Galaxy Party Supply because it's a long-standing business with a great story, and Natalie's bringing a real entrepreneurial spirit to what she does here. And I was kind of fascinated as Natalie explained what went on at Galaxy. There's a little bit more going on here than meets the eye, so I thought it would be fun to be on site. So Natalie, why don't you introduce yourself? And one of the things I like, besides your just listening to you talk and getting to know you a little bit, your business acumen and your thoughts about business today. And I want to talk about that. And I know you know a lot about social media. One of the things I like is you believe in Salinas, and you came home. And I think I think you represent what a lot of folks your age realize. At the end of the day, there's no place like home, and you believe in Salinas and really trying to help create your future here. And I think you really represent the spirit of Salinas.
I think I do.
I think you do too.
I think I do.
Okay, well, tell us about that.
Well, the business has been open since 2006. It's a family-owned business.
Right.
And I always tell my customers, I'm not your regular balloon girl, because everybody that comes here, like, I need a balloon. And I'm like, you need a garland or you need a sculpture? So I make sculptures. That's my department here in the shop. So I always say, I'm not your regular balloon girl.
Okay, noted for the record.
So other than that, here in this shop, we manufacture bounce houses. And when I mean we manufacture, we literally cut them out. Our guy passes it over to the other guy, and then they sew it up.
So is the bounce house, just since you said it, and so I don't forget, so when we drive throughout the city and we see bounce houses, that isn't, you let the air out, fold them up, and then they go out to, you do a lot of, it's much more custom than people realize.
Yeah, so if you see a jumper, look at the warning sign, and it has a big G, a purple, of course, because I'm always in purple.
All right.
And it has Galaxy, because all the jumpers have their warning signs to see how the lifespan they have, or if people rebuy them and they need to get them repaired, we fix them here too.
Okay. Is that, how big a business is that? Not necessarily in terms of dollar and cents, but I mean, how do you, is it units? Is it year round? Are there peak seasons?
So here in Salinas, we don't sell a lot here. So that's what I'm trying to promote. Why go to LA when you have a local business here in town?
Well, I agree with that.
Right?
Yeah.
So why drive 5 hours when you can, if you're from the San Jose area or like any other area, just come to Salinas. Okay.
Well, I see a lot of bounce houses, so yeah, we got to make sure that business stays local. Okay.
Or if they buy them from other sources, which we know them, we repair them as well.
Okay.
Other than that, we ship them out to Puerto Rico. That's our biggest client we have.
Okay.
All the jumpers get manufactured and shipped out.
Okay.
We do sell jumpers here and there locally, but they're mostly shipped out to Puerto Rico. That's our biggest sell that we have, Puerto Rico, our customer.
Okay. Now, how did you get a Puerto Rican customer base?
Oh, my music that I love is Spanish, like Becky G. That you were. And the Latin music. So he found us through social media, and he just connected with us, and it kept going. And
okay, well, we're going to talk about social media in a minute, but since you're not your typical balloon girl, let's talk about balloons.
Oh, okay. So what do you need to know about balloons?
Well, I think you're the one that can answer that question. What do I need to know? And we've got a whole store here. If we need to walk around and take a look at some of them or point some things out. But
can you bring me my balloon book, Lorena? I have a balloon book.
Okay.
So I work a lot with Unitex balloons that you guys will see in the back over here.
Okay.
So they're the ones that fly me out. Basically, they always tell me, why don't you bring that to your city, which is my sculptures? I love making balloon cakes, murals, my mom blames it on jigsaw puzzles because I don't know if you went to the chamber gala. So the Selena's chamber that we spelled out, that's kind of like the murals.
Okay.
So when I go out to conventions, I build sculptures, not myself, but we have a whole team of 25 people and we build big murals.
Okay.
But that's what I enjoy doing, murals in balloons.
Okay. So, okay.
I
So,
can show you.
yeah, no, I'd like to see that. Yeah. Do you do, so you do the design
Mm-hmm.
and then put it all
We
together.
put it all together.
So you're a balloon muralist.
Mm-hmm. You could see that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my mom believes that on jigsaw puzzles. When I was smaller, I loved building jigsaw puzzles. So she's like, oh, yeah, you probably got that from there.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, apparently when I go to conventions, there's different departments for everybody. So you have your sculptures, your twisters, and obviously now they added garlands because that's really popular right now.
Right.
But when people say like, oh, I can make balloons. Okay, well, what do you need me to do? Oh, I want a garland. Or they show me a picture and they just want garlands.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, you don't want nothing like different, like something like, they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll make you your garland. For me, I feel like making garlands, it's like a piece of cake.
Right. Right.
I can build it like in a couple minutes. Even my team that helped me here, it's easy for them. I just have to give them the recipe of how to build it.
So you mentioned when you go to conventions. So how much do you travel? I mean, Salinas is your home base, but are you working regionally in the Bay Area, primarily here? Where do you do business in order to have the opportunities to ply your trade?
So you need to pay for my trips.
Right.
I'm grateful with them because they have given me the opportunity
Right.
to build them sculptures and keep working with them. So when we go to conventions right now, I did Reno this year and I just came from San Diego.
Okay.
Other than that, due to like everything that's going on with immigration, like a lot of conventions got canceled.
Right. Right.
So it's usually traveling every 2 years, which this was a year to travel. But
Okay.
I tell them on my social medias, please entertain me and give me something to entertain myself.
Okay. Well, let's talk about social media because obviously that's an important part of business today, and obviously a lot of folks spend time on it. I was kind of intrigued about your very intentional strategy to use social media to build your business. So talk a little bit about your philosophy and what you do.
So when I post in social media, I basically try posting how I mentioned. I have 2 accounts. What I do in my daily life here at Galaxy and for Galaxy, in order for us to constantly keep promoting the business of what we do, for Galaxy, we have to post it, how I mentioned, 7 times I call it the bubble. I know it's not called the bubble, but I call it the bubble. You post the content at least 8 times so people can remember constantly what they have to remember.
Right.
Because if people don't remember it, it's like they forget your face or they forget who you are. And I noticed when I started putting my face out there because my dad's kind of scared of it. He's like, no, but I feel like when you post yourself in the business, they know that they're making a connection to somebody and they feel comfortable with that.
Right. Right.
Because they're like, oh, I see a face and I want to make business with them.
Okay.
Because they see a face to the business.
So in your mind, has social media directly led to additional business you would not have otherwise had?
Yes.
It's interesting. I've never heard it described so specifically. Seven or 8 times. I mean, I know repetitions is important, but you're very, very intentional on that, on how you approach that, and it seems to have worked.
Yeah, I felt it was like a hit and miss, but I always see it as in like you have to try something, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, well, at least you tried it. That's how I see it.
Yeah, okay.
But it's been working so far.
Okay.
You constantly post, and people remember you because they want to see somebody physically there.
And so when you so you're not your typical balloon girl. You've got conferences. I heard you use the phrase balloon cakes, which intrigues me.
Oh yeah,
So
I can show you pictures.
yeah, so I guess the question is, are you product specific also when you post? Like, okay, I want folks to be thinking about me come birthday time or quinceañeras, or because if you're only doing a couple conferences a year, obviously you're relying a lot on local business opportunities.
Yeah, so right now we've been implementing the wave draping, which
Okay.
is this.
Okay.
So instead of having your typical tent, which is just draping, regular draping, we added waves to them.
Okay.
So when the wind passes by, because we're near the ocean, and the wind passes like really nicely.
Right.
When the wind passes, the waves move.
So you're creating your own market.
Yes.
Okay. So
And I've noticed that.
okay. So nobody was really doing that to any great degree,
No.
and now they are.
They're trying to.
They're trying to. Okay.
Yes, they're trying to duplicate the waves, which I tell them, like, sharing is caring. I'm willing to, like, offer that business to you guys, but they don't want to.
Okay.
Or they're scared because they're like, oh, what if it doesn't work? But as I mentioned before, if you don't try it, how are you going to know if it worked?
Okay. Well, and I know you've got a good business mind. So as you look at your business, whether it's the 20/80 rule, 20% of your products are going to be responsible for 80% of your business activity. What are the core balloon things you do?
Here in town in Salinas, my core balloons that I do are garlands.
Okay. So what's a garland?
A garland is just basically your balloon columns that you'll see right there. In the
Okay.
front. Or I'll send you guys pictures.
Okay.
But it's your typical garland, which is just basically your quads
You're kind of draping something.
on the side.
Okay. All right.
And I have a recipe for that
Okay.
because you see them in garlands and then you're like, I can make a garland. You order them from Amazon, you get your garland, but it's not your typical garland. You need to add more curve to it, as I say.
Okay.
So you make it more sculptured to the side, which
Okay.
is where the recipe comes in.
Okay.
So there's a recipe for the garlands. The girls don't know this, but there is, in order for you. We always see it on social media,
Okay.
but in order for you to make it more to the side and more hipster, you need that recipe to continue doing it and make it look more fuller.
Okay. Kind of last question, and then I'm going to have you walk me around the storefront here and show me a little bit of what you do. So, products, how would you define your customer base? All ages, or is there typically, is it families looking to put on an event? Is it moms for birthday parties? Who's your core customer?
Currently right now for the bounce house department is all ages. People that want to start their business. I've noticed right now 18, 19-year-olds want to start their business in the bounce house industry.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, well, that's good. Just continue doing it. Don't lose hope. I feel like I tell them, like, you got this. Don't lose hope. They're like, okay. I'm like, because you're scared. And I can tell when they're scared. I'm like, no. Rent it out. Make a good, profit out of it. And you'll be fine. So I've noticed in the bounce house industry, it's like a lot of 18, all ages. But
Okay.
they're starting young. And in the balloon industry, I would say 20s, 21.
Right.
And they keep going up.
Well, and I've noticed, and you're part of the Chamber's young professional group, and you're talking about young people trying to start their own businesses. I mean, I certainly am observing, I think Salinas has always had a pretty active and pretty good small business community, and I'd rate them better than pretty good. But there seems to be kind of a new wave of an entrepreneurial spirit in Salinas among young people. That's my observation. Do you share that?
There is. And there has to be, because you have to keep going. I see it if you don't entertain yourself, then what are you going to do besides having, most of them that when they come in, they have a 9-to-5 job.
Right. Okay.
So they're like, oh, I'm bored after I clocked out at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So they're finding more things to entertain themselves with.
Okay.
And I noticed that.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, well, that's good that they have entrepreneur
Yeah,
idea.
I think it's terrific and kind of bodes well for the future. I think it, I think you represent, and what you're describing represents folks really believing they have a future here, and they're going to help create that, make it happen on their own.
Yes,
So
we are.
good. Well, you are, I will agree, not anybody's typical balloon girl, and you always wear purple.
Yes. So if you see me on social media, I'm always wearing purple.
Okay.
When I go to conventions, I wear full purple.
Full purple. Okay.
But when I'm here in the shop, I wear my U-Haul shirt with
Okay.
Galaxy.
All right.
Or I wear just my purple. But I'm always wearing purple.
Always wearing purple. Okay. Sounds good. Well, listen, I appreciate you spending some time with us and a chance to learn about what you do.
I made my own color palette.
Okay. Well, let's.
So when I made Galaxy, I helped out kind of Unitex, and then I helped them create, because I graduated from San Jose State.
Right.
And obviously I graduated during pandemic.
Right.
So I didn't really have a graduation. And our parents are like, okay, well, what do you want to continue doing? Like, you graduated, like, do you want to continue? I was like, well, yeah. So I kind of started making more colors. And Unitech reached out to me because they were new. And I helped them make more colors. I went to Home Depot, I grabbed color paint, and I started mixing, because I graduated in communication designs with a minor in business administration. So I'm an art major
Oh, okay.
with obviously digital. So I helped them create Unitex.
Oh, okay.
And
So you helped create the brand.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm part of the creator and the ambassador, how she said.
Okay. And it's a Puerto Rican based company. So that Puerto Rican connection has really
Yeah.
played a big role in the foundation of kind of the future, where you're taking the business.
Correct. So Unitex is not going to launch until 2028. When I was in San Jose State, obviously I did balloons and I graduated through balloons,
Okay.
so I can pay my college degree.
Okay.
And I use there's different brands for balloons.
Right.
They're all amazing. But since I mentioned before, I make murals. Some balloons were really hard. Like, when you stretch it out,
Right.
they're really difficult for me. So when you're constantly making thousands and thousands and blowing thousands of balloons, that balloon brand was like, okay, well, make something that works for you.
Okay.
And you feel like it would work for everybody. So Unitex right now is the only brand I currently work with. And I'm blessed to say they're the ones that fly me out, as I mentioned.
Okay.
So I was able to create them over
Wow.
a lot of balloons.
Okay.
So we carry them in a lot of sizes. And here in this shop, we only carry 12 inches, 18 inches, and 5 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Because, as I mentioned, girls here only make garlands. So they only need 18 inches and 12 inches. But if they want 5 inches, because for the murals need 5 inches, then I just sub-order them. But we have like basically all the colors that you can think of. And then if new colors come up, then I sit down and I start mixing all my paints and start creating new colors.
Creating new colors. Huh. Okay. All right. Boy,